Hi, Stream Troopers here. Just sharing a little video that's touches my entire family's heart. We lost our cat of 16 years. Her name is Chi Chi, and that's her there with her best friend BB, and they grew up together. And it's really bad. I mean, the whole family was kind of, divided in their own way, but when she came in, she made everybody come together. She had this way about her where it was nothing but pure love that came out of her. I never saw her as a cat. I saw her as a person, like a human being. She knew when I was feeling bad. She knew when I was happy. She knew exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And always made me feel like I had someone to come home to. And I gotta say, it's really lonely not having her. And even though you're surrounded by people you love or that love you, she came into my life when I was alone through a divorce from an ex-wife who was seriously messed up and bad. And I don't know what to say. She had this way about her. She brought love into my family's hearts, taught everybody how to get along and get together. Her presence was something that was unexpected, and it changed our family from there on. She had a sense about her, though. She didn't like other people. She only liked her family. Anybody else she'd growl at and walk away. And compared to the size of her, most people were scared of her, but she was the greatest, biggest, kindest little heart you could ever find. And when people say things like, well, you never really lost, or she'll be in your heart forever. Well, I finally figured out what that means. And when someone tells you that someone that you've lost will be in your heart forever, what that means is, since the moment you met them and they became a part of your life, everything that they contributed to you being who you are, the love, the caring, everything about you, mentally, physically, emotionally, that's always going to be there, even when they're not. And this is something she did on a massive scale for the entire family. Nobody didn't like her or didn't love her. And as soon as you walked in the room, she'd meow, she'd follow you around. She was a foot cat. She loved feet. Not so much being pet by hand, but you could, and she loved it. But when you use your foot and you rub her, she just was in pure heaven. And it was fun to watch her laying around, finding that little slip of sunlight, and sit there and just move with it. And she was different in the sense that she loved to be on her back. She trusted us to pet her tummy. And most cats don't like that. You don't rub their chin, you don't rub their stomach. And she had this weird sense about sitting around. She would always sit on her butt like she was a person. She'd sit there and sit up and watch TV with you and do whatever. And she always had this curiosity that was always cool. And whenever she was sneaking around, she'd be like a ninja. As soon as you look at her, she'd freeze, look away, and then she'd start moving again. She was playful and loving, and no one ever tells you the costs. The costs are so immense. You think people are expensive in a hotel? In a hospital? Well, you have no idea unless you've had a pet and taken them to a vet what the costs are. You might as well just triple that bill as to what it would cost per person. But if you love that pet, you'll pay it no matter how broke you go. So we did set up a little bit of a pool donation. I mean, it is set up for me to help me with some of my health issues, but some of this is going to her, so we can give her a proper place at home and set it up so that she will be always immortalized in our hearts and home, and she will always be here no matter what. We all think about her every day. We all talk to her every day. And I can't imagine getting myself another cat. She was so unique when I found her, searching farms everywhere in Saskatchewan. I came around this one farm and they just had puppies and kittens. And the kittens were all playing with each other and the puppies were playing with this one kitten. And the kids there said, "Oh, I don't know if you want this one." And I'm like, "Why?" And they brought puppies and Chi-Chi came running in and she was playing with them. As soon as you tried to pick her up, she would scream like you were hurting her so badly, and then you'd put her down, quiet, perfectly happy purring. Pick her up, scream, scream. So she hated it. And to me, she was the most unique I've ever seen. And she just, like, as soon as she saw me, she was like, left the puppies and came over to me, and my heart just burst, and I had to have her. Took her home, and from there on, that's where it all began. I can't imagine having anyone else like her in my life. She wasn't a cat. She had this sense about her that just was amazing. She was like a person. She was more like a dog than a cat, but yet her personality was that of somebody you swore was from another life. She was reborn, and all she wanted was love, and that's what she received. So, if you feel like donating, please do. I mean, it will go towards helping out with the costs associated with this, and what we need to set up for her. But if you've ever had a pet, you understand. So I hope you like this video, and share it, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. And I hope you never have to suffer through this. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.